Hello there, how you doing folks? It's me back again after a long old break. I've been away, that sometimes happens. I do go away from time to time, and that means I have not actually been playing very much at all. I've been just back from, of all places, Turin, where we went to see Juventus play. That was a fun game. The 3-3 draw with Parma. When I was a kid, I watched Italian football, and I would see maybe 9 goals on a highlight show of a weekend from all the games in Italy. I've seen a third of that in one match, so that's all right. I'll accept that. We're actually just about to head off again to Ireland, where this accent originally comes from, and I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to play a game there. If I do, I will, and I'll update it and upload it, and you'll see that in due course. Anyway, more importantly right now, where am I at? What are we up to? We're actually, right today, myself and the boy are going to go and see Turku playing, this time against HJK, also in the Cup, which is appropriate because today we are also going to be playing the latest round of the Cup. And depending on how it goes, if it goes badly, you can look forward to a couple of pictures and maybe video from today's game to perk us up. Actually, no, I'm not going to promise that, because that's a guarantee then that HJK will thump Turku later on. Never mind that, that'll come in the next one, whether we're playing the Cup or not. There'll be some coverage or footage of that HJK game next time round. But today, yes, we've got a Cup game, Cup quarterfinal, as you can see. We've got the Cup quarterfinal coming up later on. After our usual bits and pieces, things like the taste test is back, and we have our word of the day or week or word of the video, and details on who and where our opposition in the Football Manager game are today. We're playing Ilves away, so we have a great record in away games. We've now won one against MP in the last game. We're going to have a look at the draw first, then we're going to go into the body of the usual yammering. So the draw today, we're going to view. It's left in the game. We've got AC Oulu, who I think are third tier. FC Lahti Academia, who are not even third tier. I think they're lower. And then there's either Honka or HJK, and Ilves or us. I'm hoping for a home draw against whomever, but that means we have to beat Ilves, but we'll see what happens. Oh, well, we do get a home draw if we beat Ilves. That is good news. Part of me's kind of hoping for a semi-final draw. Should we beat Ilves against Lahti or Oulu? But we'll see who we get. Lahti. Ooh, if we win this game today, we could well be in a cup final. Lahti beat KTP in the last round on penalties. Next team up is HJK. Yeah, so they're going through into the final. So it's the winners of my game probably playing in the final. I mean, AC Oulu, they're first tier. They're not bad. They're expected to finish 5th. They've had a good season so far, looking at them. They've had a good season in the Cup. They played 1 game in the first division. So, I mean, it's hard to say what kind of season they're having. Our rivals, come on, all the way back. If we beat Ilves, are Lahti Academia, as you can see, a wide array of players. They're third division, as in non-league really here. But their games so far, they've done much better than they should have done, which is why I probably shouldn't be really concerned about this. That's interesting. It suggests that they're a B team. I wonder if they might be the B team to FC Lahti. Let's see what their affiliates are. Yeah, they're FC Lahti's second team. FC Lahti's second team have gone further than FC Lahti's first team. So yep, they've lost all their. They beat Helsinki's HIFK. So they're actually, in real life, top tier, I think, this year. KTP are first tier. They're decent. I don't know. It looks like they kind of got a bye into this round of the Cup. Oh, maybe Lahti just let the B team take over. I don't know what's going on. But they've not got much of an attendance, even for a cup quarter final. So fingers crossed we get through to the semi and we meet them. Anyway, let's go to the homepage. Let's go to the taste test challenge thing. Either way, we are playing a quarterfinal today, and if we do, we're against a B team for the semi-final if we win it. Woohoo! Taste test challenge. Today, you've seen these kind of thin, crispy things before. There's something, I didn't bring it with me. There's a marmalade type, raspberry type marmalade thing. I think it's marmalade. It's not really. I don't know if you can see that at all, the consistency of it. It's like marmalade. It's described as marmalade, which I'm guessing translates to marmalade. I could be wrong, but I'm going to try it out. I like raspberry stuff. I love this kind of thin, crisp bread. It's great stuff. I'm very much a fan of it. Let's see what it's like. I confess I've left the marmalade on it quite a bit, so it softens the crispy bread more than I'd like. But it's good. I will eat this thing very happily and very in front of you. It's a double challenge today. I keep on hearing about Vichy water. Hang on, let me get that in front of my face so you can definitely see it. This is some, I think this is practically an own brand. I'm presuming it's sparkling water. I don't know. But I see everyone banging on about Vichy water. Well, cracking open the can. Yeah, it is fizzy. It smells odorless and it smells tasteless. Again, I should do this for the camera. Ooh, look at the fizzies. Ooh, such luxury and excitement of fizzy water. It's fizzy water. I like fizzy water, so that works. Right. So, before we get going too intensely, I'm going to start talking about Tampere and then Ilves. Our word for the day, I'm not too sure where I'm pointing. Ping? Maybe it's ping. Either way, our word for the day is maalivahti, which is two words. Maali being a goal, and I'm going to go wild and guess that vahti is keeper or defender. Actually, let me check this up. I'm going to investigate very quickly on the internet and see if I can translate I'm going to see if I can translate vahti into English. HTI. Vahti. That's the thing. There's so many different cases. Who knows what way it works out? Vahti basically means watchdog. So the goal, watchdog. Maalivahti. Go heavy on the A's because there's two of them. So maalivahti. Maalivahti. Goalkeeper. There you go. We learn something every day, don't we? We also learn that I need another bite of this. Good stuff. The old raspberry always wins with me, though, it has to be said. Right. A little bit about Tampere. Tampere was founded in 1779 and been kind of it was made a city of it in 1779. It had been going for 3 or 4 years at that point as sort of like a small settlement. Now, I'm not sure what the name means. It could mean rapids, but it could mean a few other things. It doesn't matter. It was founded by the Swedes, basically. These days, it's the second biggest urban area and the third biggest city after Helsinki and Espoo. It's about 2 hours away from here, so it's not too far. We're hoping, or I'm hoping anyway, that we're going to get to there, whether we get a game in or not. I can show you some photos of the place. Historically, it's very much a working class city. It was basically mills, water-run mills there initially, so they've tended to make a lot of stuff there. And traditionally it has kind of been, it seems like a very socialist type city. During the Finnish Civil War, didn't know they had one either, did they? In around 1918, yep, straight after World War II, World War One, straight after they were let go by the Russian Empire as the Soviets tried to sort their own stuff out. It was very much seen as a red city, and the Red Army of Finland fought the White Army of Finland in the Battle of Tampere for control of the city. The Whites won. This was where Lenin basically stopped his last in the Russian Empire before escaping, apparently. He met Stalin here, so that was good. That being Tampere, I mean, obviously not in Turku. After that, he ran off to Sweden before coming back for the revolution in 1917. It's known for a lot of culture. A lot of cultural stuff here, particularly music, and in the 60s and 70s it started doing its own vernacular music. And because it had been known as sort of like the Manchester of Finland, because of its water and its industry, the music here was known as manserock. Yeah, manserock. So it's where they first really started doing rock music in Finnish. It's also a university city, which I think is quite interesting, and that I'll mention in a little bit. I see it as a university city. There's something like 4 different universities here, 2 polys and 2 unis. One of the polys seems to be performing arts and stuff like that, among other things, which is not what I generally think of when I think of a polytechnic. But hey, big rivalry, though, between there and here. Has been for years. There's lots of jokes about each other. They're kind of the 2 close big cities. Of course, Tampere never got to be capital, so duh, you're a silly city, Tampere. It's actually really interesting that these 2 cities are such rivals, and to the point that apparently annually the students of Tampere's universities, and apparently 3 of them are maybe combining, I don't know. Sorry, tasty stuff must be eaten. The students of Tampere's universities come over annually since 1997. Sorry, they come over annually to Turku, and they go into the big market square, Kaupatori, and they all jump, because that's them doing their bit to reverse post-glacial rebound, i.e. they want to jump Turku into the water. Screw those guys, we're going to beat them in the cup. The actual club is called Ilves. It means lynx, not the deodorant, which Americans you call Axe. I don't know why you'd call a lynx an axe, but that's your own weirdness. I did 2 of them because they're nice. I mean, I knew that raspberry marmalade had to be good. I mean, you did too, didn't you? Of course you did. Anyway, founded in 1931, the club. It's kind of a hockey team more. The football side was particularly negligible for quite a while, to be honest. Then in the 70s and 80s, they started to pick up. They got promoted in something like 1977 or 78 to the top tier for the first time. This is the football, obviously. Their hockey team is very, very successful. They won the Finnish Cup in 1979, their first major trophy, celebrating 200 years of their existence as a city. They won it again in 1990 as well, and they actually won the league in 1983. So they have some track record, not particularly great though. You know, it's decent. In the mid-90s, they started having a little bit of difficulty, and they were supposed to merge with TPV, which is presumably Tampere's Paolo Verdico. Another Tampere team, to become Tampere United. Tampere United did come into being, got promoted in its first year, and I think its second year in the top tier, the whatever it was called back then. They won the league. They won the league 3 times. They won the cup. They won a cup double, I think, in something like 2006. This Tampere United, they won the League Cup, and after about 10 years, they collapsed. They kind of fell down. Meanwhile, Ilves football kind of went down the leagues, and then it went gone. There were youth teams, there were women's teams, but the men's team was basically, as far as I can tell, gone for about 10 years, from 1998 on to about 2008. So they're back, and they're back up. They started back in the third tier, got promoted to second tier, and the last couple of years they've done okay. They got into Europe, not last season, the season before last, which means that European season this year they were playing in. So they finished basically third in 2017, that season, and so they went out to Bulgarians in the Europa League this season. Last year they finished fifth. Traditionally they haven't been in Europe too often. Their second big trip, they've lost all bar 2 games in their time. I think their second trip was after they won the league in 83, so they played in 84, 85, and they played Juventus in the first round. Those of you who know, that was the year that Juventus went to play Liverpool in the final at Heysel Stadium and won the game that was played after the tragedy, 1-0 on a penalty from Platini. But they scored 1 goal against them as they lost 6-1 on aggregate. Their only actual European round win was when they beat Glenavon I think it was 91-92 in the Cup Winners' Cup, and they lost 3-2 in Northern Ireland and they won 2-1 here. So well done, you won a game, good for you. Hope you're happy with yourselves. And the only other game they lost in the the UEFA Cup. They lost 4-0 to Rangers in the first leg, I think, and I presume it was away, but they beat them 2-0 in Tampere. So they're not terrible. So that's who we're playing. I'm going to go as far as saying that it's probably the single ugliest crest I've ever seen. It looks like it was designed by a 4-year-old. But I am kind of obliged to say that because they're now our big rivals. Or rather, I now know they're our big rivals. Some updates very quickly. Since last we played, or since last you saw, we played against... where is it? We played another home game. Good crowd for this one. 1,927. Second only to our crowd against Ilves in the Premier last time. So we've had a decent turnout for that game. And we won 2-0. So far, outside of the league, outside of the cup, we've won all of our home games. We're pretty dominant, Tom. Even that awful game against Honka, which we won 1-0 on an away goal, or on an own goal. We're doing pretty well. Interestingly, Lati also scored an own goal, which set us on the way to a 2-0 win. Again, nice goal from Helmke. Those goals are going. If they're not up already, they're going up shortly, as will be the goals from today's quarter-final. If we're playing, let me get this right. If we're playing the semi-final, I'm not too sure when we're playing it. Actually, well, we'll find out at the end of the game if we win it who we're playing. Squad-wise, I have bad news. Somebody, in a moment of weakness, agreed to go to Al Fateh. 140,000 in our bank. We don't have Oyala for very much longer. Let me look at this. The good news about that going into the bank. Where are we? Yeah, of course, everyone's singing his praises now. Let me look at it. He's set to sign for them. I don't know when he's leaving. It's weird. I thought he'd be gone by now. But we got 140,000 for that. 20 grand added to the transfer budget, which leaves our finances soon to be looking much rosier. You can see that clearly it hasn't gone through yet. Our wage budget is slightly over. We might adjust the transfer budget accordingly. So you can see it's not gone through yet. But we have the big game coming up shortly. We've got the quarterfinals, we've got the semis sorted. Game coming up. Mikitalo's not ready. Adrechki's not ready. Oh yeah, Sheriff injured himself, because of course Sheriff injured himself just before. So I'm doing a little bit of fumbling around because I have this fear that Oyala is going to go like minutes before the game. But I don't think that's going to happen now because it's 18:30 hours. It's 18:30 is the time of the game, so he better not sort of disappear. We have some trialists in. I want to see what this guy looks like, but I don't want to put him on. With Sheriff kind of injured, my choices are going for Viholainen or going for Ademi. I'm going to put Ademi as our second striker. Start with Kuningas, see how he does. And with I think Kuningas is better to put there because if Oyala goes down, we can move him centre and we can change things around a bit. We'll figure out. Actually, no, well, seeing as Oyala, yeah, no, I'm going to put Kuningas there. Ademi has not been playing great. Let's give him a break and see what happens. There's a league tie today between losers who aren't in quarterfinals. Looking at that, it would probably be best for me if they both lost. If Lahti wins, well, let's hope for a Lahti win, I suppose. Or a draw between the two. Here we go, folks. Can we win an away game against a good team? This is the question. We're favourites. We've beaten Ilves before. It's not a great turnout. Screw you, Ilves, for not bringing your A-game crowds. Let's see what their team is like. Actually, I might put up here an image of the current squad from Wikipedia to compare with this one. So let's have a look down. Good, he's missing. He's meant to be okay. Looks like they're playing 4-4-2 possibly. Okay. So that's what their squad is like. Good player injured, good. Goalkeeper possibly not playing. That would also be... Oh, he's only played half a game. So let's check our team selection. Oh, this could be Oyala's last game. The man won the league with them way back many centuries ago. So let's hope we send him out on a good one. Yeah, brought Nyman back in. We'll see what's going to happen with Nyman in the league, in the team. Where are we at? Okay, come on. Let's see what we have to offer in this game. Now. Eption Sirra. Ooh, he's on the yellow card. I mean, there's no value for me in trying to nobble him. Oyala in the last couple of games actually put in a shift and got his number of assists up majorly. So that's good to see. Helmke is now our leading scorer, which does not speak richly for our goal scoring. And Mansali just aces every game practically. He's easily our best player, I think. My man crush. No, I don't want to go into the tunnel yet. Blast. Well, that wasn't clever. They're good, regardless. So what I'm going to have to do now, because I double hit the button, because I'm a moron, is I'll probably have to tone down the let's see what this plays out as before I start checking on players. No, that played out as nothing. So very quickly, being a moron, I now have to do this after we start. Hylander, right-footed. Don't need to worry about these guys, I don't think. Let me guess. Put him onto his weaker foot. Yeah. Who'd have thought? Right foot. Right foot. Right foot. Here's the one chance. Left. Exotic team. Left-footed player in a left-footed position. Right foot. Right foot. That's all fairly straightforward. All righties, barring the one fella. We'll put them all on left, barring the one fella. So say weaker foot, weaker foot, weaker foot. Yeah. Let's carry on ahead with that. Confirm changes. Get going with the game. A minute in, and we're making changes. That's dreadful management on my part. So they've had an attack. I thought that was an attack when we had a free kick. Did we pass that back to the goalkeeper? Ugh. Okay. We've had a shot on target, but somehow we haven't had an attack. Oh, yeah, I'm a moron. We're attacking that side, so we've had three attempts to their 2 so far. Or attempts into plunges into their 3rd. Okay, something down the right. Cross to the left. Got Mansali, the great Mansali. I don't know if this is coming through to you, but it looks a bit choppy for me today, the footage. Image-wise, it's a little bit weaker than I would like when it's coming through. All excitement here. Yeah. Oh gosh, this does not look positive. I don't know if you have this problem that I have, is that the 3D sometimes goes a little bit 1920s Pathé footage. It's not great. This isn't HD at all. This is barely D. But anyway. Look at that for astutely not thinking about how you do the marking of a player. Okay, nice work, Guevara. A little bit concerned about Guevara. Oh, here we go. The man in possibly his last game. Can he get us to a cup semi? No. Not Furuolm can't direct the headers. But he is playing better, I think, Furuolm. I do think he is a marked improvement since the first few games. 25 minutes in. Okay, we got another corner. It seems to be mostly us. Oh, yes, it is mostly us. Good man, Guevara. That is how to finish a corner. And that is how not to defend a corner. Nice goal. Well, any goal is a nice goal. Yeah, he comes outside. He's sitting in the box and nobody's looking at him. Also, what's he doing sitting in the box? I thought I had him somewhere else. Yeah, he's definitely onside. There's no question of the other fella being offside. But anyway, we'll take that. Good, get that out. I like to shout at my players after they score a goal. Ilves get a free kick. Concentrate. The amount of times I've seen us conceding, different teams over the years, conceding a goal shortly after scoring a goal. It's alarming. Oyala gets the assist. Good man. He's really, when they started coming in looking to see if they would buy him, he suddenly started really turning on his football, Oyala. Because he did not show up for the cup, in my opinion. Oskanen has become kind of a mainstay as well. He would have been my 3rd choice centre half for the 2 slots, but you know, I tried him that one game. He scored a hat-trick, which is impressive as a central defender. I know, you know, it was a penalty in 2 corners, but still. Go on, Mansali, tear on down. 2 players taken out of the game by him. And he still gets it through. Oh, Furuolm was so unlucky. Yeah, there's not much he could have done there. Let's mark the crosser of the ball. Enjoy some Vichy water. Brought to you by, presumably, Vichy. Hoskin tackled. I don't want to change his game. He can continue to tackle tough. I don't know if there's... I think it's penalties if this is a draw. That wasn't really anywhere near anything. They're still playing their 4-4-2. But they're not playing very well, their 4-4-2. Kuningas not doing it. This is a thing I've noticed with some of the players, particularly the left winger. The first fella on doesn't do as well as the second fella does. Generally replace them to good effect. Don't know if it's a case of they figure them out or what, but nobody has covered themselves in glory. Marcoon has won back possession more than anyone else. They're just general. Montula's lost possession more than anyone else. Lost and recovered possession on the central areas around. Honka. I would prefer Honka in a final than HJK. We don't have the bulk of possession, but we have had the goals. We've had more shots on target, more shots. We've fouled more as well, which is maybe a problem, but we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. We've hit the woodwork. We've had clear-cut chances. Hello.
Hello.
I thought you weren't going to be coming in to join me. What's up?
I just love you. And look, I need to tell you how much Iceland's goals they scored against Italy.
How many?
11.
11 goals. That's fantastic. Well, do you want to go back in and see if you can score more?
The game's over.
Okay. Well, yeah. This is Redmond, by the way, everybody. So do you want to sit here and watch? Yeah, you want to be watched. Whoops! Careful, careful! Ow! 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 Okay. No.
Sassuolo.
Yes, you're wearing a Sassuolo kit. The joys of Italy is you get cheap jerseys. So easy. Anyway, yeah, these knockoffs are fantastic. We had one clear-cut chance, and we have scored that one, I presume.
Well, you got 3. You got 3 goals.
Now, Redmond, Daddy's doing a thing. You can watch, and I'll ask you for your input when we need it. They've had much more possession. Been offside more than us too.
We have 2 guys in strike.
Yeah, that's right. 1 yellow card. We've run 6 kilometres more than them again. Playing better than them, but not by an awful lot. Analysis wise, yeah, our best player is better than their best player. Our worst player is better than their worst player, but we're not by much. Summarily speaking, no crosses completed by one of our boys who are meant to be crossing it in. Interesting that they're reversed.
Hello, everybody.
Redmond, please. I asked you not to come in, and then you decided you would. So, you have an interesting take on what I asked. So, Neumann is playing okay by the looks of things. Anything back from Virtanen is...
Are you that
Redmond
team?
No. Yes, I am. Too many chances defending set pieces. Okay. Restricting them to long shots. Dominant in the air. Short passes are doing well. Leave those things alone. Right. Oyala looking a bit tired going into the match. You're playing the match, Oyala. It's your last game. Tough. Let's talk to the boys. And let's tell them. Passionate. Still room for improvement. Furuholm is motivated. It's been a while since he's been motivated. Tell the defence they're doing well. Yeah, some of them are interested. Some of them aren't. And Let's tell him there's a lot more to come from you. I believe you've got what it takes. Yeah, okay. So we're more happy than not. Nyman is happy, which is good for me. Oyala's happy.
For
and
you.
so on and so forth. Yeah, they're all more happy than not. Thank you, Redmond, for interfering with me trying to actually see the game. Never mind anything else.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. You big eagle. Hee hee.
I farted.
Well done. My son, the boy genius, he farted and recognised the fact. So, do I keep on Coningus? Do I take him off? I'm going to leave him on for now. Not particularly pleased with his game so far, but let's try making him more attacking.
More attacking?
Yeah, he's been on a support basis, and let's make him an attacking player. Change Fullrom to be more pressing.
And pressing?
Give them a little bit more to deal with.
He's going to go a little bit more back because he's too close to the goalkeeper.
Let's try hitting the early crosses. Take that off running at defence. Shorter passes. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Now, let's end the team talk. Let's get on with it and play the second half.
Why are we going to let the team talk?
Why are we going to let the team talk?
Yeah.
We're ending the team talk. We've had enough chat. Haven't we?
Yeah, so they know what to do now.
And Sally, I'm very worried about back passes in this game. There's been a hell of a lot of own goals. And I've seen awful ones.
Awful own goals.
Awful own goals. Hoskonen scored a very, very bad own goal in a friendly, I think it was.
Yeah, on his team, he scored an own goal on his own goal. He's trying to pass to his goalkeeper.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think
that's good to know.
Like he was scoring for them.
No great improvement or change anywhere yet. Still early enough days, but Coningus is who I'm looking for a good game from today in real life. Coningus has not done it in this match.
Yeah.
Ademi will possibly come on and do something really interesting, because that tends to happen. Go on for I think I've figured out how to make. Coningus does okay. Guevara. Helmke tends to score from here. He scores from here. Yes. Oh my God, he's the best signing of my year. What a good goal. That's 2-0.
You're beating the.
Take your hand off the microphone, please, because that makes it the sound really awful for the people who are watching. Guevara sets up Helmke. So Guevara hand in both goals. Coningus does his bit. Fullrom did the work there. He's definitely picked up greatly, in my opinion.
That was my opinion. That's a good one.
Can we get third? Come on, Coningus. Good. Send in. Back to him. Probably the better move. It was an awful angle. No. Now, let's see.
That was a great goal there.
We got back really well there. Stick with them. Yes, good man, Montila. Oyala did a good work getting back there.
Wow. Ooh. Wing, on a wing, go.
Helmke again. This man. If I could figure out how to play him with Adretsky properly. Guevara. Well maintained. Now. Good pass. Always, pass to Mansali is always a good pass. Helmke again. Oyala. Does he get a goal? No. It'd be nice for Oyala to get a goal in his last game, but I don't know when that last game will be. Hard to tell.
Another corner again.
Coningus again. Send in a good one. Okay.
No.
So we're 2-0 up in 60 minutes, and now this is where I realised I should have hit the concentrate. That was interesting. Running around the player is a way of distracting them from striking straight. Let's hit concentrate. Just to be sure. Let's see. Kaninga's still not really doing it. But the other boys are. Montila's getting tired.
He's getting tired.
We're 2-0 up. The most dangerous score in football if you are losing. Okay. Mark him closer.
This is great because he's...
Oh, Montila, yeah. Yeah, you're going to be coming off Montila. Because that's a goal you gave up. Not good. We're going to have to sub him off.
That goalkeeper?
No, it was a bad pass. Now, Mansali could take some of the blame, but the pass was not good, and it just opened us up. Don't want to see that happen again. Whoops. Yeah, Montila's... Oh, look at that. He's dropped down to a 2.1. Kaningas is a 6.1, 6.5 for Kaningas. Pardon me. Excuse me. Right, let's make lots of changes. Directly in response.
Why do you need to make changes?
I need to make changes because 2 of my players are not playing very well, and we need them to play better. So Ademi's coming on for Kaningas. To be fair to Kaningas, that is not his position.
He's very good.
He is, and he's going back into support. And we're going to bring off Montila and bring on Cami, I'd say.
Who's Cami?
Cami is this guy. It's a shame, Montila's our best player, but you know, you have a bad day. You have a bad day playing football.
Because
no point worrying about it.
It's his last day playing football.
Yeah.
And that's his last game. It's his last game.
It's not his last game, I hope. Let's put both of them on the basic.
He's not very good.
We've got Nyman to cover.
Your goalkeeper's very good.
He is very good, but he's not magic. Unfortunately. He's come to accept that. Okay, give team talks. Lot more to come from you. Both of them react positively. Good, confirm those talks. And let's get on with the game. Now, Cammy, don't muck it up. Don't muck it up, Ademi. Show that I was wrong to drop you. Ademi's been great in training, apparently, during the week. But he's been playing a lot. So let's give him a break. Mansali's looking tired. Ayala's looking tired.
So let's get him to a sub.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to... Guevara's looking tired. They're all knackered at this point. They've been playing too much. You know?
How about we do lots of subbing, guys?
Well, we can't... Hand off that, please. Apologies for your ears, folks. Oops. What we're doing is we're pausing it. And we're going to go to tactics again. Change a few guys out. I think we've only got one sub left because we're at this point of the season. Who was it? It was Mansali. Do I have somebody for Mansali? Nobody great. Nobody can replace Mansali. Let us acknowledge that first and foremost. No one can replace Mansali. However, he's coming in for him, so... yeah, he's not comfortable here.
He's got a yellow card.
Okay,
we have no subs left.
Why do you have to touch that? Please don't touch that. I don't like subbing off 2 defenders, but I also kind of need Mansali in the next game. Actually, you know, I'm going to wear Mansali down. I'm going to take off...
One player left.
Nobody who's in such a position that I can...
Have one player.
Yeah, I'll keep Mansali. Bring on Tattoo.
Tattoo?
Yes, that's his name.
Why
Tattoo Vermenen. And... Fingers out. Hands down by your sides. Yeah, I know you think that this is going to get you your way with everything. Hands by your sides, mate. So, just 15 minutes to mess up a perfectly good 2-1 lead away from home. If we win this, I will believe that we can do come on, Furorolm.
Go wrong.
Oh, yes, he's maintained it a lot further than he should have. He's doing good work there. I'm much happier with him now than I had been.
Go.
Oh, decent ball from... Oh, yes! Oh, that's perfect. Ademi sets it up. Furorolm with the assist. And Oyala gets a goal. That's second goal of the season for him. And he deserves it. He's had a...
He had it.
Yeah, nice football there.
And
All
then
around the house.
It. Oh! And then score.
There's no way Furorolm could have scored from that point. So, very pleased with that. Let's tell him to concentrate. Oh no, too late. Come swarming back like bees. Ooh, what a save. Oh, I thought that was going straight in. Still on the 4-4-2. I'd have thought that it changed by now to something more attacking.
Please don't score this corner.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Nope, they've wasted it.
Wow.
Waste away, waste away, waste away. Waste away, waste away, waste away. Yeah, they can do that all day long as far as I'm concerned. Cammy's doing alright since coming on. Ademi's doing okay. Varmanen hasn't done anything that has brought him to my attention, so that's a good sign.
No, yellow card.
That's okay. We've got 2 players on yellows.
But they can be subs. There's subs coming.
Ooh, 3. First yellow card of the year, so he's definitely okay. Because obviously we don't want to lose anyone for the semi, and more than that, the final. Ooh, can we make it 4? I think Ilves are muck, to be honest, based on us beating them earlier in the season. But it's the kind of game that sets you up. Although I'd say to be beating MP. Oh, Guevara scores again. 2 goals in the game. Helmke sets it up. That was a Helmke classic. It's like I've got 2 players who can hit shots from distance. Guevara has been wanting to do that for quite a while. It was only a matter of time.
I thought he wouldn't win this cup.
We're in the cup semi, we're in the cup semi, we're in the cup semi, we're in the cup semi. Woo!
Then the next game is going to be the cup final.
If we win against Lati Academia, who I think are probably shouldn't be very good.
Shouldn't be very good. Because
shouldn't be very good at all.
We're very
nobody
good.
is allowed to tackle hard from here on.
We're just so good.
Okay. Minute to a cup semi-final. Woo!
Woo!
And I know that it looks like
They got yellow card.
yeah, but that's no big deal. It's like minus 20 seconds. Time up. Yes! We're in the cup semi. No eyebrows raised. Apparently Ilves really are junk.
Let's see the
Hands
goals.
off that.
Let's see all the
They
goals.
still had more possession. They had nearly as many shots as us, but our shots were on target, so that means we're better than them. Ha ha. Hope you're the guys who sink into your lake. I don't actually hope
guys,
that.
sink in your lake.
So our worst is the match of theirs, but 9.2. That's a decent score.
Let's
2
do
players
the-
in 9s, an 8.3, an 8.1. Mansali, not quite a 7. Ooh, that's weird. 7.9, which is decent. Cami and Ademi. But I mean, they both subs, so that's a very good result. 7.0 for the guy who scored the goal. Yeah, we showed them the football, didn't we?
Yeah, so we showed them more football. So next time when they're playing another game, they know more about football.
Maybe. So one clear-cut chance, I'm going to take that as the first corner. The second clear-cut chance, probably, I don't know. The second half chance, maybe Oyala's goal. 5 long shots, 2 of which were scored. 10 corners to the 1. That is a telling stat, I always think. More yellow cards, not so good. Ran 11 kilometers more than them. That's a lot. They didn't change anything. I mean, they changed players, but I don't think they changed anything about how they played, which I think is foolish. Was it amazing?
Because we got 4. Let's see all the goals.
I don't know. Well, we'll see the goals afterwards. Okay, and the goals will be up shortly on afterwards for you to see as well. Analysis. Yeah, they were all very centre, but we covered probably about the same amount of ground. The goalkeeper did a lot more work wandering around, it looks like. They dominated midfield. It's interesting. And we played short. We didn't long ball it. I suppose it's what you do with the ball, ultimately. Let's see what...
That'd be great after the bicycle.
Too many easy passes.
That'd be great after
Guevara's probably going to have to arrest in the next game.
Yeah, I think Guevara, because he needs to rest, because last year's game was a very tough one.
Or was it a very tough one?
Because we were winning, and then they scored 1 second ago when they scored a goal before we got 4.
Yeah. So Guevara is definitely going to be rested the next game, I think.
Yeah, he needs. I think he can play the day.
Thank you, Redmond. I appreciate your dramatic contributions. So we've got 3 team leaders and a couple of influential and highly influential players. We've got a good setup here. We appreciate their efforts. We're in a cup semi-final against Minnows. This is great news. Very pleased with the result and your performance. It was a good performance, and they're all pleased with my pleasedness. Then I'm pleased. Hand over to the assistant, who should say nothing. Would you wished with your messing?
You're in the semi-final.
Let's save the match. Save.
How did
and continue on. So let's see when that semi-final is. I think it's in the first half of the year, or close on to the first half. Redmond, stop fiddling with your stuff. Lati beats Rops. Finnish Cup. Honka are potentially the other side of the final. So a Honka Inter final is kind of on the cards, I think. Let's look at some of the player stats. Do I have anybody who's done anything? Okay, Helmke is like half the goals of anyone else, but he's also played half the games of everyone else. Mansali's made more dribbles in the matches than anyone else. Yeah, glad that the other Oyala was missing.
Oyala?
But my Oyala is on the top assist list. And average ratings, I've got nobody showing up there. Appearances, Oyala has appeared in all my games, but this could be his last one. It'd be a shame for him to miss the final and the semi and the final, maybe.
Yeah, because
God, I'm gonna get so beaten in the other thing. Anyway, schedule. What's coming up? The semi. Oh wow, the semi is in 2 games' time. Ordinarily, I'd have brought us back for. Oh, we've got a run of 4 home games in a row. I'm gonna come back for the semi-final. I'll play the HJK game on my own, because we've got to watch a semi if we've got a semi, don't we? We do, don't we?
Yeah, we have to play that game.
We have to watch that one. So, yeah, Cup semi-final coming up. I didn't expect this to be about Cup runs. We'll talk a little bit, maybe I'll put up more pics about life here in Turku in that one. You'll hear a little bit about our game with HJK, both here and IRL. And
IRL?
In real life, Redmond. Hopefully we'll have big turn-ups for the next 2 games. I know the Cup doesn't bring a huge amount out. I mean, our earlier Cup game was... What was our biggest turn-up for a Cup game so far? 700. No, that was an away game. 587. 598 is the most we've had for a cup game.
Won the first.
It's a cup semi though. They're gonna come out for a cup semi, surely. Extra time penalties extra time and penalties on the day. 7 subs named, maximum 3 used. Ooh, and I'm still missing Onduku, who I still keep calling Ondonku. So that's the next one up, folks. Hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. Redmond, did you enjoy this one? He's looking at himself, so he's very pleased with himself. Everything is right when Redmond can see a picture of himself. It was another long one. Anyway, worth it. Worth it! See you next time. Take it easy.
Go fly.
Bye, Redmond.